Alright traders, you're welcome back to the week 3 of the Elite Traders program. And in this particular video, I want to show you what is Ict Pd Aray. Now in the previous week, we've discussed the 7 institutional reference points, which is one of the foundational things you need to know when it comes to trading with the institutional concept. Now the Pd Aray is basically the sequential arrangement of these 7 institutional reference points in order of importance. That is to say, we are going to prioritize them as price will react from them. Which of these one are we going to prioritize first, and which of them are we going to look at secondly? So we are going to arrange them in order of importance, or what we call in order of preference. So let's get into the video so we can go through everything in this particular week. So PD simply means premium and discount, and then array simply means arrangement of items in a sequential manner. All right, so let's get into it. So whenever you see market moving in a swing high, swing low, now you begin to look out for some of these important institutional reference points, so you'll be able to take trades in the direction of the institutions, right? So what we have right here, as price is coming, we have this movement creating this low, pushing up right here, making this high, and then coming down here. We've talked about all the market structures and everything in the past, so I don't need to go back into explaining that. So right here, this is a swing low, and then there is a shift in market structure right here. Every time there is a shift in market structure or a break of structure, you expect price to go for external range liquidity, that is residing right above this high. All right, all this place is liquidity. Price have taken that external liquidity, it will reprice into this internal area, and this is where our premium and discount array comes in very handy. All right, so make sure you get this in detail. If you have not watched the rest of the videos, make sure you watch them so you can get everything I'm explaining right here. So look at this. As price came here, we have this swing low and a swing high right there at this point. This is the swing low and then swing high right there. Let me just make some little adjustment or little settings to this. Okay, so this is proper now. So this is premium and discount. All right, so above this is a Fibonacci tool, and then this area where it is shaded green, everything below this 50% area is called a discount area. So in a bullish movement, if price is going bullish, we're going to look out for the PD Aray that says bullish movement right here. This is the PD Aray. We're going to look out for all this in order of importance as price is coming, but we're going to wait for price to come to discount, and we start to look out for these things in order of importance. That's basically what PD Aray does. So this is it. As price came around here, all right, you can actually see as price is coming to the discount area, this is premium. Let me even put it correctly so you can see. Premium is here right above there. This is premium right there, and the discount is basically here below. Let me just make some discount, and this is just the normal law of business. Everybody wants to buy anything very cheap and affordable, and if they want to sell it, they want to sell it very high. So that is basically the law of business that we are simply using in the forex market. You want to buy very low and sell very high. So this is all about that. All right, so this is it. As price is coming down, what you look out for is this. First is to look out for a bullish mitigation block. All right, bullish mitigation block. As price is coming into the discount, as price is coming down, the moment it reach your discount, you look out for a bullish mitigation block. Do we have a bullish mitigation block here? I cannot see a bullish mitigation block right there. All right. So if I cannot see a bullish mitigation block, what next do I have on my PD array? It's a bullish breaker block, which is right here. Let's say bullish breaker block. I just marked it. Do we have a bullish breaker? If you have watched the video clearly, you will understand that this is a bullish breaker. All right. This is a bullish breaker. So price will look out for these kind of areas. All right, we'll look out for this as the next thing. This is simply what ICT calls the PD array. So look at this. So you are going to start thinking of pulling the trigger as price comes close to your breaker. All right. Now, if it is before, I will simply blindly take the trade from a breaker. But as you advance in knowledge, you're going to know that these things don't just reverse price automatically. All right, they don't just reverse price automatically. They give you a sign before they can reject price, and even you will be able to see it clearly. Imagine you're taking your trade right here. This is where your rational thinking should come. If I'm taking my trade from there, where is my stop loss going to be? Maybe somewhere below here or somewhere below the left hand side. And I wouldn't want this kind of movement. And that is exactly why you need to bring in your knowledge of understanding how the rhythm or the movement of the market, the momentum of the market. Even if this is a breaker block to me, and I see the way this guy is coming very heavily. Look at how this candle is printing. Very strong, right? Then what I would do is to carefully wait for a weakness in the downward movement, because there is a shifting market structure. The next thing price will do is to locate PD array and then start going up. All right. And the next thing is basically a liquidity void. A liquidity void is simply something like this: when you see very huge candles printing without an opposing candle or a sell candle in a bullish movement, and if it is a bearish movement, there is no buy candles among them. So this is a liquidity void. So price is trying to fill up all the void that is left here. All right. So you look out for that as the next thing in the order of preference. In the order of preference. Don't forget, I said we are supposed to take our trade from a breaker in order of preference, since there is no mitigation block. But if it were me, seeing the printing of this kind of candles, I know this momentum is heavy. What I will do is to use the gauging momentum, and I will gauge the strength of the movement as it is coming down. So I'll wait for it to weaken. If it is this place, I'm going to see the weakness in the lower time frame. All right, I will teach you that subsequently, but this is something I've got to learn over time as I was trading in the market. All right. So the next one is a fair value gap. Price will locate a fair value gap. Always, this is what price does. And what is a fair value gap? A fair value gap is simply when you have an imbalance. And this is it. This particular fair value gap we are looking for is called BC, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. That's in the absence of these two. If there is no mitigation block, there is no breaker block, then it will fill up liquidity void to a point where it looks for a fair value gap. And this is it. Anytime you see an empty fair value gap, if it doesn't have an order block, now fair value gap and order block are just like twin brothers. They are just like twin brothers. Every time you see a fair value gap, look for an order block beside it. And this is the secret, because the next thing is actually a bullish order block, right? If that fair value gap has an order block beside it, it becomes so heavily equipped to reject price. So this order block, this one, this black candlestick, this bearish candlestick is your order block, right? This guy is your order block. So this particular guy has a fair value gap and makes it stronger, and the fair value gap also becomes strong. All right, so we can see price coming heavily. I was supposed to take trade from this bullish breaker, seeing that it is more preferable in my PD array, but I told you don't just take the trade blindly, especially when you see the momentum coming heavily. If the momentum is coming heavily and then this particular breaker is very close to the discount, all right, there is something ICT called ultimate trade entry, OTE. I will teach you that subsequently. We want to see price coming to the lower part of our discount. If this particular guy is at the lower part of our discount, I could have trusted him the more. So there is a little bit of flexibility with knowledge that I'm giving you in this. You don't just do it blindly. So as price is coming, this guy is expected to reject price. All right, so if this guy did not reject price, where is price going to locate again? It will locate a rejection block, and I've told you that a rejection block, that's all after there is a shift in market structure or there is a break of structure. So don't forget, this is not something you're doing blindly. And then if there is no rejection block, this is supposed to be a bullish rejection block. I made a mistake in typing that. Let me just make some correction right here. So everything here is going to be bullish rejection block, basically. All right, that's a bullish rejection block where price just got rejected from rejection block. I've taught about rejection block, so watch all the videos that has to do with the PD array. So as price is coming, if this other block and fair value gap did not reject, a rejection block will quickly push it up. And then if that did not happen, old high or old low, the old high or old low, this is an example of old low right here. So price is expected to be rejected at that point. And let's see, so price actually respected the fair value gap and the order block. So mostly this is going to happen time and again. All right, so as price is coming, have that push up coming into this guy. All right, fair value gap and an order block right here, and then it got rejected. So this particular breaker block, the reason why it didn't reject price is because it is very close to the discount area, and then the momentum of the downward movement is so heavy. All right, so likewise we can do the same thing for a bearish movement. If we see a shift in structure or a kind of let me see if I can see a shift in structure that will give me the ideal situation I'm looking for, so I can show you. So look at this area. Let me bring in that particular bearish PD array. Let me show you how that is typically seen right here. All right, can you see this movement? So look at this particular area. So look at this area. As price was coming up, we started coming down. So you're going to locate where the shift in structure happened, or maybe break of structure if it is going upward, right? So as price is coming, did we have a shift in structure right here? Based on the knowledge you have, there is no shift in structure right here. All right, so all this area, look at this. Price did not shift structure until at this point, because price was just coming like this, had this low, push up again. We want to see the body of the candle completely closing below this area like this. All right, that is a shift in structure. All right, so this is the shift in market structure. Price did not shift structure here, not here, but here. So where is our swing going to be? Right here. We're going to pick from here to this last part here. All right, and then we're going to pay attention to price as it is coming. We'll look out for a bearish mitigation block. No bearish mitigation block, so it is not of interest. No bearish breaker, it is not of interest. Liquidity void, we have filled it, so we'll look out for something very obvious. Did we have a fair value gap? In premium this time around, not a discount, in premium. All right, in premium, not in discount. So look at this. Did we see this guy? Let's see. This particular guy here. Is that not a fair value gap? Obviously, a bearish kind of a fair value gap, which is known as CB. sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. Let me adjust this. It's supposed to be CB, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. All right, I hope you're watching this. So as price was coming, and then right above it there is something that looks like a bearish order block. This small candle, even though it is not as perfect as you want to see it. So as price was coming, this guy, or even entirely this area, is supposed to be where the order block is. All right, so as price came to this area, retracing to that level, what we look out for is to look for the PD array. So price reached out for this favor lookup, and then if it did not find all this rest, it will reach out for that obvious one that it can find, touching the favor lookup, and it continued downward again. So this is basically how to arrange them in sequence. So in the subsequent videos, you're going to see how I use this information and how I've come up with a lot of things for myself to make my trading a lot more easier and using the ICT concepts. So this is the beginning of the PD array. We've started talking about the intermediate. So make sure you keep in touch with this YouTube channel so you can get the best out of everything I'm showing you. Thank you guys for watching. I will be right here and will send you the next video. See you in another video.